up, everyone? It's Mark here with M2M Detail, guys. In this video, we're going to be doing some window tint, some PPF, and buff out the vehicle before the PPF, of course. So right now, guys, we were just installing some window tint on this 2021 Tesla Model 3. Some slow motion for you guys. See how long it really does take to lay down that film. It takes a minute, so we'll go back into a time lapse because that's going to take forever to get through. Here's the back window, guys. So we are doing a back window on the Tesla. Just squeegeeing out the film. Not going to do the shrinking process on camera for you guys. You guys have that in other videos, I think. I'm not sure. Now we're going into the prepping of the vehicle, guys. So we already washed the vehicle, cleaned all the jams and everything. So now we're just going to be polishing it out with all-in-one compound. It is a brand new car, so it's not too bad. A couple little issues I saw, but nothing that stood out too bad. So we're good to PPF. We don't have to get the paint fixed or anything. Now we are doing the hood PPF install, guys. So we will be doing wrapped edges, of course. We are using SunTech Reaction film for the PPF. And for the window tint, guys, we did SunTech CXP, which is a great film. I really do like that film a lot. Now for the PPF, guys, as you're installing, you want to make sure you're as clean as possible on the lint. You know, wear a lint-free shirt. Don't let the film be up in the air too long. Try to get that film on top of the paint so the paint's not sitting and stuff is falling on the paint. You saw I locked down my two top edges, and then I did my Tesla logo, get that all locked in. You're gonna have some pretty big fingers on the top, guys. I just noticed that a lot on the pre-cuts. But I mean, it's nothing you can't deal with, but it would be a lot easier if you did a bulk install sometimes. Only thing bad is that you have that Tesla logo. So if you're not removing that logo, then the bulk install is gonna have to have a cutout right there. You're gonna have to cut it by hand. So we did the pre-cut with the wrapped edges, which is fine. I have no issues with that. Done a bunch of them. They work great. Now, when you guys are wrapping your edges, I can't stress it enough. You gotta take your time, really work that fluid and slip solution out as you're tucking those edges, and make sure you get all the air out as you're tucking. So you guys kind of see I'm doing pretty much like a 3-step before I do a full tuck. So we're going to seal it up with hot water. That's what we're using for tack solution. And we're using Johnson baby shampoo for slip. And you just want to curve over those edges, get them tied down as close as you can with the hard cord or a squeegee. And then after that, go in with your hand and finish off your roll. I go back and I cut off about 1/8 of an inch all in underneath. So it's not just too much in there or we have any fingers on the underside. We want to make it look as clean as possible. Also, guys, use your heat gun on the film after. It really helps to get rid of scratches you implemented with squeegeeing out the film. As you guys are seeing, I am doing the headlights right now. Really nice, really easy headlights to do, guys. So if you guys want to do the pre-cut headlights for the Tesla, check out the link in the description. You can buy those through our website or our eBay store, and they will be launching on Amazon very soon. So once that's up, I'll also put that in the link in the description. For the headlights, guys, you just want to make sure they're clean. Oh, guys, if you're a shop, buy some race ramps. That would change your life on PPF installs on front bumpers. All right, guys, so if you guys are trying to do a pre-cut, just make sure everything's really clean before you put down your PPF. That's the key. Now we are doing the front fenders. So we are tacking down that back as a 1, 2, and 3 kind of around the camera. And you can see we got wrapped edges across the top where it meets the hood, and we also got wrap edges into the fender well, so you're not going to see a seam there. You see how I lift the film up? That's probably because there was a distortion in the film, or I did like a dry squeegee over some air and it kind of left a like a little halo in there. So you just want to lift it up, throw some slip solution in there, guys. Make sure it looks clean before you squeegee it out. You will notice that the film does dry, or the slip solution will dry fast. So we are using a lot of 3M gel, which does help the material not dry and tack down as quick. But when you do squeegee it, it tacks down. So it's a great installing aid, you would say. And put a link in the description for that. It's 3M PPF gel. It's great. I use it all the time now. But as you guys see, the blue bar is baby shampoo and the white one's hot water. So you can kind of see where I'm using that. Make sure all your key points are locked down. And guys, don't squeegee into a locked area. You want to work around from the lock area so you're not putting slip solution back in it. That will also cause distortion in the film. So make sure you guys aren't putting slip solution back into a tacked area. You want to work away from tack areas or around them. So yeah, now this is a driver's side fender, and everything's looking very nicely. And when you guys are doing PPF, and if you're doing a big job like this, you're doing headlights, front bumper, front fenders, make sure you're sealing down all your edges as they're going, kind of. So as you guys saw, I had the heat gun on the headlight, which I'm not putting all the video up. Of course, guys, we're cutting here and there. So we are using a heat gun on all the edges. Of course, we don't want to lift up another PPF area as we're installing some other area. So wherever this front bumper is meeting that front bump, the front fender and the headlight, all those areas are sealed down, and we're not going to have any issues of putting slip solution back in there or, you know, hitting them with squeegee and pulling up a corner. Just want to make sure it's all tacked down. And as the front bumper, guys, you're going to work one side and then you're going to stretch it to the other side. And they do take a lot of stretch. As you can see right here, I am stretching that film pretty hardcore. So you want to make sure you get that initial stretch in. The film is going to buckle to the top, so you're definitely going to have to pull it back down as you do that stretch. But stretching the material out a lot like that from that front bumper to get over that curve is really going to help that bottom where you see it flap down. So if you're doing a good stretch, that bottom flap will just tuck in very nicely. You're not going to be dealing with a bunch of fingers or having to cut off, you know, 5 inches of the film on the underside because you have too many fingers down there. So make sure you guys get a good stretch on it. This is a hot wire up on top. Just tack down that top edge, and then we're going to go up and finish up this side of the front bumper, which isn't too bad. It's pretty easy after you have one side locked down, and this is locked down by the headlight. I use a blower, guys, just to help out, get the wire out, and then I go back with my heat gun, seal it up. I didn't videotape the bottom piece, guys. That's my bad. We did install the bottom on that little spoiler. I don't know what happened. My bad. So, guys, here's the end look out in the sun. This is the next morning. So we do still have, like, you know, some slip solution in there and, you know, some distortion here and there, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's all going to dry out. It's just a slip solution. Now, you guys just don't want to leave air behind. Air is not going to go away. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Check out links in the description. Mark out.